Hey everybody, I want to welcome you guys back to my author's channel here on YouTube. I was going to do a new monster video. I think I told you guys I was going to title it Building a Better Monster, which is how I'm building the creatures that I want to have populate Rivendell. But I realized in looking back through my videos that I'm on my 10th video. So I want to use this as an opportunity but I want to set some goals and also celebrate a little bit. You know, this is my 10th video, which is a small milestone for many YouTubers who have thousands of videos. But for me, you know, and I'm new to this, it's a milestone I want to celebrate. 10 videos. The first thing I wanted to talk about was working on focusing my YouTube skills. One of the things I'm trying to do in this video, which I sort of haven't done on any of the other videos so far, is editing the discussion part of the video. And you can probably see it here with the cuts in between my speech. Looked at YouTube videos, and one of the things that other YouTubers do is they edit out all the ums, the breaths, the uhs, the ums, which I have a lot of in my video. I'll be honest with you, in the beginning I kind of thought, you know, I don't know that I really want to do that. You know, I am what I am, take me or leave me. But in looking at some of these other videos, I realized that they're a lot more streamlined and easier to listen to. So I thought I would go ahead and give it a try in this video. If you guys like it, want me to continue doing it, let me know. But I'm going to kind of see how the process works in the editing room and kind of see if this is something I want to continue doing. So that's a big focus in this video. The other thing I'm trying to do is work on promoting my author's channel here on AuthorTube, which is a sub area of BookTube on YouTube. I'm really just a newbie at this, and so I'm still trying to figure out a lot of this stuff. So, you know, I'm going to work on, some of my goals are to kind of find out a little bit more about what these communities are within the confines of YouTube, and decide if it's, you know, something that's right for me, or if I can find a group within YouTube or AuthorTube or BookTube that, you know, that can relate to the kind of content I'm writing, and that maybe can help me, you know, give feedback back and forth. Becoming part of the YouTube authors community specifically is something I want to work on. One of the things I want to start participating in is something called the National Novel Writing Month, which is a part of AuthorTube. For short, it's called NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month for short. In the November challenge, they ask everybody who participates to write 50,000 words of a new project within the month. Now that's about 1,600 words a day, which is way over what I'm normally writing. So, you know, I think I might gear up and do that and actually go ahead and try that. You know, that's going to be difficult for me, you know, because you have to do that every day. And it's not, you know, some authors, you know, who knock it out, write 10,000 words a day, they can do it in a week or two. One of the other things that Nano offers is something called Camp NaNo, which happens in April and July. Now, of course, we're in the middle of July, so I sort of missed that opportunity. But I like the idea that, you know, people set goals for themselves, and the Camp NaNo is a little bit more relaxed than the November NaNoWriMo. So, you know, maybe I can just go ahead and start something here and talk a little bit about what my goals are for not only this month, but for the year. In the Camp NaNo, they you can do all kinds of different things. You can write specific, you can set your word count for the day to achieve something throughout the month. You can try to write a new kind of story. You can write poetry. It's just wide open in terms of the different types of things that you can do. And I need to learn a little bit more about this. I don't know a lot about it yet. I've just been watching some videos on the subject and figuring out what people are doing this month. So a lot of it I don't know, but we'll spend some time, devote some time to learning about Camp NaNo and NaNoWriMo. That's definitely something I want to do. My hot water is just about done, so I'm going to go ahead and pull that off and make some coffee. And then I'll talk about what my writing goals are for the next month and really for the rest of the year. I should probably be doing this in January, but I kind of got, a late start to this year. And in January, I'll do like a full, what my goals are for the entire year for this channel and for my writing goals. Well, okay, it looks like it's ready, so I'm going to go ahead and get started. I think this coffee is just about brewed, so I'm going to go ahead and pull it out with my hot glove, pour it in my kuksa, and have a little coffee before I talk about the final item on my list for today. So let's go ahead. Let's get this thing in here. Yeah, we're looking nice and dark there. If you can see that. Ah, whew, yes. All right, I've let it sit a second. It's probably very hot, but I'm gonna go ahead and try it. Hot, but very good and strong. I let this brew a little bit longer than I normally do out here, so got a nice strong cup of coffee today. Now let me get situated here, and we'll go ahead and tackle the last item on my list today. That is really good. One of the things I wanted to talk about today was setting some specific writing goals. So here we go. The main and primary thing, of course, is completing the first novel of Rivendell. I'd also like to figure out how I'm going to get some third-party editing. Maybe have, I know there's some things online where you can submit your work for editing by other writers through AuthorTube. So I'm going to see if that's something that I can begin to do. The second thing I want to do is another writing project I have called Rivers Dark. And this is autobiographical in nature, and it outlines some specific events in my life that were tumultuous, but also enlightening. And some of it's kind of funny and some of it's kind of dark. But I want to start to work seriously on that, thresh it out, set an outline for it and really make some progress with that. I have specific pieces and parts I've done, but I haven't pulled it all together yet. So that's another major goal for this year. One of the other things I want to do is set a goal of writing one short story a month, so that maybe by the end of the year I could have 12, hopefully 12, short stories that I could assemble together as a third book. I have a lot of different ideas I've been thinking about, and some specific things I'd like to write about that will not fit into the category of a novel, or not really large enough, but a short story would give me an opportunity to kind of work through some of those ideas. So the last thing that I want to say here, the last goal that I want to talk about, my goals for YouTube. I sort of discussed that earlier, but I really want to build an audience. And I realize there are things I need to do kind of on a daily basis to help build that subscriber list. I want to get to, it'll probably take me probably a year or longer to build 1,000 subscribers, which is kind of the goal every new YouTuber is shooting for, and a certain amount of watch hours on your videos. This will get you to a point where you can begin to monetize your videos, so that every time people watch it, it helps fuel the financial aspect of being a writer, which is something every writer has to consider. I guess that kind of wraps it up today. This is just a shorter video. I'm gonna sit here and drink some coffee. I've got a fire going. To wrap up today and kind of finish out this video, I want to talk a little bit about what I'm going to do in the next video. I have mentioned it before, but I'm going to be creating a video called Building a Better Monster, and I'm going to talk about the creatures that I'm creating specifically for my trilogy of novels, Rivendell. I wanted to approach creating monsters sort of with a fresh look at the genre of monsters. But in addition, I'm going to also be working on the campsite here and building some better seating, which I'll be honest with you, I need to do. This has worked so far, but I want to make it a little bit more comfortable out here so that I can spend more time out here doing more videos. I want to remind you one last time, if you don't mind, if you could like this video. YouTube loves that, and the more people who like the video, the more it will be shown across YouTube, more people will see it. If you can also subscribe, I would be very grateful for that. And in addition, you can clang the bell, which is the little icon that you see over here. You can see it actually further down where you actually click on it underneath the video. And what that does, for those of you who may not be familiar with that, if you select the bell, it sets your notification. So anytime I put out a new video or have new content, you'll get a notification that it's here. So if you're interested in following me, if you're subscribed and want to see what else I've got in store, please tap the little bell and you'll be notified of the next video. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up for today, and I will see you guys in the next video. This is really good. I really enjoy making coffee out here in the woods, and drinking out of this wooden kuksa, which is what it's called. It's a Scandinavian drinking cup. Makes it all the more fun. For those of you who are interested, I just want to let you know I actually write a little sort of a set of notes when I'm making these videos, so I can get keep my discussion on track. For this one, of course, I've got my working on YouTube skills and setting goals for myself, and then setting writing goals. So anyway, you might be wondering how I what my process is. That's sort of what has worked for me so far. You know, I just tape it on in front of the camera and look at it while I'm walking, you know, talking through it. Of course, you know, I sort of ad lib as I go. I want to keep it natural. Don't want to sit here and read. That would not be interesting. But just that gives you an idea of what my process is. If you have ideas or you want to share some things you've been doing, that you can also do that in the comment section below.